It's not easy to stay silent. It's not easy to keep your emotions in check when someone is trying to break you down, when someone is attacking you, when someone is trying to manipulate you. But that's the point. The hardest thing to do is to stay calm. It's easy to react. It's easy to fight back. It's easy to let your emotions take control. But when you choose to stay silent, when you choose not to give them the satisfaction of a reaction, you show them your strength. You show them that you are untouchable, that their words and actions have no power over you. And when you do that, they begin to lose their grip on you. You've probably felt it, the need to respond, to defend yourself, to prove that you're right. The urge to shout back, to make them see things your way, to make them understand that you're not what they say you are. The truth is, you don't owe them anything. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. And when you realize that, when you stop reacting to their need for validation, you'll feel a sense of liberation. You'll feel free from the weight of their negativity, free from the burden of their drama. Your silence becomes your freedom. The more you stay silent, the more they expose themselves, the more they keep pushing, trying to get under your skin, the more they show their true nature. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say a word. Their actions will reveal everything about them. They'll reveal their insecurities, their desperation, their need for control. They'll reveal that they are weak, that they are fragile, and that they are only trying to provoke you because they can't stand being ignored. And the more they try, the more they expose their own weakness. They begin to unravel, they start to lose their grip, and the more you remain silent, the more they lose their power. People like this will never admit that they are weak. They will never admit that they are trying to provoke you to feel better about themselves. But you can see it. Their actions speak louder than words. And that's when you realize the true power of silence. You don't need to fight back. You don't need to defend yourself. You just need to stay silent, to let them expose themselves, to let them reveal their own desperation. And as they crumble, you rise above. Your silence doesn't just destroy them, it sets you free. It frees you from their control, frees you from the emotional chains they've tried to put on you. When you stop reacting, you stop letting them control your emotions. You stop giving them the ability to make you feel small, to make you feel like you need to defend yourself. And that's when you become untouchable. That's when you are truly free. The power of silence lies in its ability to make them realize that you are in control of your own life. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's validation. And when they realize that their words, their insults, their manipulations have no effect on you, they begin to question their own worth. They start to wonder why you no longer care, why you're no longer reacting, why you're no longer part of their drama. And that's when they begin to crack. The truth is, silence is not weakness. It's the ultimate form of strength. Silence is a form of resistance. It's a way of showing them that they don't control you. It's a way of showing them that you can walk away from their drama, that you can ignore their attempts to provoke you, that you don't need to fight for your peace. You don't need to fight to prove your worth. Your silence speaks for you. and it speaks louder than any words ever could. The more you stay silent, the more they will try to get to you. The more they will try to provoke you, to get under your skin, break you. The more they try, the more they will expose themselves. And the more they expose themselves, the more they will lose, and you will win. You will win because you've learned the most powerful lesson of all, that you don't need to react. You don't need to fight back. You don't need to explain yourself. Your silence is your power, and it will break them. It will destroy them because they can't handle it. They can't handle your silence. No response, no emotion. And that's when they crumble. So, when they try to provoke you, when they try to bring you down, when they try to make you feel small, remember this: you don't have to react. Let them scream, let them try to manipulate you, let them try to break you down, because the more they do, the more they reveal themselves for who they truly are. And the more they reveal their true nature, the more they lose. And the more you remain silent, the more you gain. The more they crumble, the stronger you become. And when you finally walk away, no words, no emotion, just your own peace, you will realize something incredible. You were always in control, and now you're untouchable. There's a certain kind of power that people don't understand. It's the kind of power that doesn't scream for attention, doesn't rely on validation, and doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. It's the power that comes from being completely indifferent. You don't react, and you don't give them what they want. You stand in silence, unshaken. That's when you win. They can't handle it. They can't handle your silence, no response, no emotion. That's exactly what destroys them. You see, in a world full of noise, of constant conflict, of people trying to provoke you and get a reaction from you, silence becomes the ultimate weapon. People want you to react. They want to see you flinch. They want to see you get angry, upset, defensive. They want you to feel threatened by their words, to engage with their drama, to allow their insults to break you. But what happens when you don't give them that satisfaction? What happens when you refuse to play their game? What happens when you decide that their words, their actions, their manipulations have no power over you? That's when they start to lose control. They need you to react. They need you to care. They need to know that they have an impact on your life. They want to provoke you, because in their minds, if they can make you respond, then they have power over you. They think by getting under your skin, they've won. And so they'll keep pushing, they'll keep throwing insults, they'll keep testing your boundaries. But every time you remain silent, every time you stay calm and composed, you show them that you cannot be broken. You show them that you are in control. And when they realize that they can't get a rise out of you, they begin to crumble. Their entire facade begins to unravel. They don't know how to deal with your silence. They don't know how to handle it, because they've been faced with it before. Everyone else reacts. Everyone else gets emotional, fights back, gets defensive. But you don't need to. You don't need to stoop to their level to get involved in their petty games. You know your worth. You know who you are. And that's the power of silence. Your silence becomes their weakness. It exposes them for who they really are, their insecurity, their desperation, their need for validation. And that's when they start to fall apart. People who thrive on drama and conflict are often the most fragile people. They don't have true strength. They don't have the ability to stay calm under pressure. They need to feel important, need to feel like they are in control. And the moment you deny them that, the moment you stop reacting to their drama, they lose their power. They lose their influence over you, and they begin to lose control of themselves. The more you stay silent, the more you force them to face their own inadequacies. They can't handle the fact that you're unaffected by their words. They can't handle the fact that they no longer have any control over you. And the more they try to provoke you, the more they expose their own desperation. They expose the fact that they need you to react, to feel powerful. And when you don't, you win.